Hi, welcome to Tamika's Story Time. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't hit that subscription button, I encourage you to do so. If you can give me thumbs up, I appreciate that too. And hit the notification button so that you can be notified for the next video. This story that I'm about to share with you is a cautionary tale, if you will, of another preventable maternal homicide, if you will, of a young lady, 20 years old, taken, gunned down in her door, in her home, at her front door. When she went to answer the door, she was gunned down, and she was 8 weeks pregnant. And this young lady was a very spoke candidly in regards to her spirituality on a regular basis. And this is why this story is so poignant to me, and I am speaking on it. Bear with me. This is my cup of tea, my Live Good Super Greens, whole body cleanse. She was 8 weeks pregnant. She was very scared, but also excited to be pregnant. This was a beautician. She was a beautiful spirit. She was a young woman who was very ambitious. She was very talented at doing hair, that she would display it on her social media pages. So she was very, when you're a beautician, you tend to be very popular, if you will. Especially when you're a good beautician, and a lot of people gravitate to you. And this was the case with this young lady, Dante Clark. She was very good at what she did, and you could see her beautiful smile, her talent, and her excitement radiated through the videos and the pictures that she would do on social media. So this young lady, death is a sad one. This would have been her first child. She was excited to become a mother, although she was in her ambitious state of mind at that time, doing what she loved to do, which was hair and being a beautician. She was independent and strong-willed, a very good girl. And this girl was taken from the world so callously by whoever. The family believes that it was the child's father. They have footage of someone running from her front door to a vehicle. It was a nighttime footage, so it's a little, from what you could see publicly, you really can't see but so much. So this is a very active, ongoing case, but nonetheless, it's a case nonetheless, and we don't want this case to go completely cold. We don't want this to be disregarded or swept under the peripheral rug of injustice, if you will. The family is a very strong knit family, which is very good, because this allows them to be active and proactive in trying to keep her name relevant to the detectives on that end, Houston, Texas. And if anyone has any information, I encourage you to contact 713-222-8477. 713-222-8477. This is Crime Stoppers in Houston, Texas. This is where this case is. This is where the case needs to be resolved. If anyone has any question, any answers, if you will, response, knowledge of something, any little thing is of help, no matter how small you think that it may be. It may be a significant and intricate part to help solving this particular crime, this particular case. And I just say my prayer goes out to the family of this young lady, this beautiful soul. She could have been so much. She could have went so far, but her life, again, was taken so callously. She was home watching television at the time when someone came to her door. She went to answer her door, and this is how this woman, young lady, lost her life when she answered the door. Her family made it clear under no uncertain terms when she opened the door for someone she didn't know. So that leads it back to one thing, that this person who took her life, she knew, and this person that took her life did not want her to have that child. So the detectives on that end, I'm sure, are doing everything that they can do to put this case, but they have to have everything in place, and they can't just go out and make an arrest. I know as hard as it may be, but if you want this person to actually be caught and picked up and for it to stick, they have to do what they have to do to make sure that they have all their ducks in order for this person to be prosecuted for this crime. So I say, if anybody have any suggestions or something to give to that narrative, to this particular case, again, you are encouraged to call 713-222-8477. And I say that I hope that this case be resolved, and I hope that this family is able to move forward and be well, somehow be healed, and in the process of this healing process within itself. And I pray that this case be resolved so that it can give this family closure and to do justice that this young lady, Dante Clark, deserves. And with that, I say we don't need to take, again, this is another tale of another maternal homicide. Another, it's just repetitive. It's repetitive and it's senseless, and it can be avoided. Men, you have the choice before the woman has the choice, and that is to protect yourself. If you really truly do not want to be a father, if you're uncertain of this is who you want to have a child with, by all means, you have that choice, you have that power to protect yourself or not go there, okay? Before that woman has the choice of even saying that I want to keep it or I'm not going to keep it. So just keep that in mind. And with that being said, and I want to add another thing, a baby's not a death sentence for you. But when you decide to take a life, then that is a death sentence for you, because now you done made that choice to take a life, and you're going to be charged with 2 counts of murder, and that's something you don't want or need. So just keep that in mind. When you take one person's life, when you dig a ditch, you dig 2, one for that person and one for you, because it's just a matter of time before you will go down. Again, in all my videos that I do, I speak on karma. If the law of justice do not get you, karma will. Karma have no bias. It has no concerns or relevance of who you are, where you come from, and who you're affiliated with. When it comes to collect. It's very precise in its collection, and it holds no bias in who it collects. So just be mindful. The mercy you give is the mercy you will get. Be conscientious of your spiritual connection. Who do you walk with in the spiritual realm? Is it light or darkness? You have to be the one that decide that, and only you can make that decision for yourself. Nobody can make it for you. You have to make that decision for yourself. Just know that the law is set up for reaction, not proaction. So you have to be pro in your action, and you have to be pro-action in your conduct, in your thought process. And because the law is going to react to your response or what you do. And this is particularly for the black young males. You have to keep in mind, you are 90%, you make up 96% in the prison system. So you're just another number for them to pick up. You're another number for them to bury. And this is where you're going. It's a rotating thing. The prison system or the barnyard, the grave, if you will. So I say, with all love, respect, and honor to the young black male, young black African men, please put the guns down. There's a better way. There's an alternative for you before you make that decision to end it all by taking somebody's life, rather it be in fear of you losing your own life or because you're gaining a life. I don't know. Whatever that cause or problem that you may be feeling here, it's resolvable. You can there's help, there's programs you're not going to be taken down because you have a child. Okay, you can only pay what you can. The system is not set up to take anything that you don't have. You understand? So you're not a contributor or a millionaire or no. It goes by what you make, and if you're making $12 an hour, trust me, you will get $22 a month. Is not a lot to be trying to take somebody's life for, or whatever you making is still not enough for you to take the person's life and have 2 counts of murder on your hand, and now you owe that and some more. I'm just saying, it's just something to think about. It's not worth it, because what you think you gaining, you losing. What you think you losing, you're gaining. So go figure. None of us can figure this thing out, but you can live in it, and you can let live. So live and let live. Okay? I say that I hope that this was a blessing to you. I hope that you got the message in this, that it just wasn't me talking, and that, just another case, another statistic, another number, another Latoya Figueroa case, if you will, because this is a vicious cycle, and it's going from state to state. It's going, and it's happening low. The numbers is dropping with these young women age so young, and mothers. And some are not just being first time mothers. These are mothers just having their second child and being snatched away from their child that's here because the man don't want them to bring a child in the world, which is again, is insane. So you have to think about all the people's lives you affect when you take that one person's life. You're not just taking one person's life, you're taking many people with them. So just be conscientious. The same way the mercy you give is the mercy you're going to get. Okay? And that's not necessarily here. I'm talking about in the afterlife. Nobody wants to think about the afterlife, but it's very real. Okay? And if you walking light or darkness, where are you walking in? You walking in the light or you walking in darkness? You going to suffer the consequences. And don't think you can even we being offensive to God. Yeah, we know that you can offend God, but you can also offend the devil too. So if you offend the devil, that's a deeper damnation you got to go deal with when you get there. So I mean, you have to go seek God out for yourself. Meditate on his word, keep God close to you so that you can make proper decisions in your life and that you can be guided through your path in life, because all of this is challenging in one way or another, and it's all built on what decisions that we make, a cause and an effect. So with that being said, I hope that because you listened to this, it was a positive impact in your life. And if it wasn't, I hope that you can pass it to someone else and that can be a positive impact on their life. I ask that you be a blessing to someone else so that God can continue to bless you. And if you come back to me, I will continue to bless you with more story time, with cautionary tales and testimonies, if you will. But I look forward to giving you something. Sticking with your girl, I'll give you more. And I say God bless and good night and peace be unto you and yours and your family.